Hello. I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm having a dinner party and I seem to have run out of coffee.
You can be anything you want to be there.
You can see anything you want to see there.
There's excitement in the air for you and me there. Fancy free there. Take your family there. But you've got to be there.
Yeah.
You just got to be there. You'll feel free there. You'll be what you want to be. See what you want to see. 7 holes the key there. Be there. Got to be there.
Just you and me there. You just got to be there. Got to be there. Be there. The time is now. Be there.
You've got to be there.
Yeah.
You just got to be there. You'll feel free there. Be what you want to be. See what you want to see. There'll be you and me there. Be there.
Hello, customers. It's nearly 6 o'clock. Pack up and piss off.
Hello!
Hello, welcome back to the Wigan Slingback.
Can you bloody hear us? Can you hear us, Mother?
Welcome back to us, back in the old attic, talking to you.
A little bit of a break because you were working, weren't you, dear?
Yeah, I've been hard at work. I'm actually working today and tomorrow as well, which I didn't have in the diary last time we saw you 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. But we just thought we couldn't cancel another one.
We've missed you.
So, so I'm here. I'm tired, but I'm here. How are you all? Hopefully you can hear us. Let's have a look in the YouTube room and see who we've got. So, we have Tracy30, straight in through the doors, from New York State. Claire B80, Joel Hazeldine.
Hi, Joel.
Demented Nun from John. John the Demented Nun. Dan Gleecock came in the door next. Then we had Sandra Brown. Then the grand, dramatic, sassy return of Dave.
Dave.
Dave, welcome back.
Welcome back to the fold.
Straight after Dave, bursting through the doors was Oisin. I was going to say Weason. Oisin says she's off to London next week. Any ideas of places to visit? Nice pubs or restaurants?
Oh, it's full
Years
of
since we
delights.
lived there.
We might be the wrong people to ask now.
Yeah, because we were there ages ago. We lived in Deptford, so we used to go to Greenwich a lot, drinking in Greenwich. There's a nice pub in Wapping called the Captain Kidd.
Along the
It's
South
out
Bank.
of town.
Along
South
the South
Bank's
Bank's
beautiful.
lovely. Anywhere along the South Bank. Expensive, but it's worth it.
Then closely followed by Will Venus. Will Wiggs came in. Hello, Will. How's your coronet? 7 Network came in next with an Eldorado. Little, I don't know what they're called, avatars. 30 years of Eldorado. We will talk on that later. The 7 Network, closely followed by Cilla Black.
It's Cilla here.
You know, Super Sleuth here is trying to work out who Cilla is. 7 Network and
I
Cilla,
don't
there's
mind.
a connection.
I want just to be Cilla.
Coral Daft came in next.
Hello, Coral.
Got her usual glass or bottle of Jamshed. Karen Avey, Karen Avey, Paul McFarlane. So, God, I've missed you all.
Where are your capicles?
Paul, and I expect Diangela is with you, the lovely Diangela. Mad Aberfan. We don't know your name apart from Mad Aberfan. Joel Hazeldine we've said hello to. Pip says shalom, welcome, good evening. David Maudsley, that's my dad. So my dad and mum are here. My then closely followed by my sister-in-law Marcia, who's there with her husband Ewan, my brother, my big brother. It's like all of my family arrived at once, closely followed by Linda LaHughes, who is of course my cousin. So my lot came into YouTube all together, barged their way in. Kath Wells came in next. Hi, Kath. Then I think we've got a full house in there. Wes Davis says hello to both. Glad we're back. And Mad Aberfan is called Mike. So hiya, Mike. Welcome. And Will Venus says the coronet. He's got some cotton-covered wire to build a wig cage. Then he's going to sculpt the hair around it. So he's doing a lot of research. So the coronet is Bet Lynch's classic updo when she does pals. And Will is crafting that at the moment. So the YouTube bar is very full. Let's have a look over in the Facebook bar.
Well, they've been on the wine already, is Neil and Lady V. They've been on the wine, so they'll be in a good bloody mood. Hello, kids. Lovely Mark, mon dear person. I think you've had a busy day today, Mark. I think your status said you've had a tiring day. Lovely Suzanne Landry popped in. She wants a large G&T. And we'll pop a slice in. Ice and slice. Filippo, hello, my darling. How are you? It's good to be back. It's good to be back to see your lovely little face. Lovely Leslie Ann Lynch. Hello, darlings. Hello, Ian. It says evening all. Lovely Keith Wellens. Melanie, how are you, my dear? She said good evening, gents.
Wasn't sure she'd come through the right door.
You can come through any door, my darling.
All doors are open. Sherry's got a back door open for everyone as well.
Jason says evening all. Just had a like from Pilar from
El Dorado. Move this round so we can see you a little bit more. No, you don't have to move.
We've got lovely Kate from France. She's watching from France. She says she'll get her own drink tonight.
She's drinking the French plonk, the Le Vino.
Look, a bit of plonk over there. Martin Gunn Spence, hello, my dear.
He's having a gin and bitter lemon and a packet of cheese moments, not bitter cheese moments.
And Richard Bobbins says, never fear, the Bobbins are here. And lovely Lucy Braithwaite's popped in, hello from Lancaster. And Mark Hall, hello, my dear, how are you?
Yakida.
Is Alex in the house? I said hello to Martin, haven't I?
Yeah, you have.
Amanda Robinson, hello, my dear, how are you? She's just popped in and got a little bag of nuts. Gabrielle, hello, my love. I found a little picture you drew of Divinity about an hour ago. You sent weeks ago, and I've only just seen it.
Oh.
Thank you, very glad for that, love. Alan Davis popped in, said hello. Lovely Sarah. I think it's Joel over there, isn't he? Is Joel over there?
Joel's over this side.
Sarah's this side. Lovely Nicola Ooting is in. We're giving it a little wave. Cinders McDuffie.
Cinders McDuffie's in. Primrose, is she in bed yet? Ava Primrose.
Oh, lovely little funny chum. Nikki, Luna, Brenda Breadcake, Balm Cake is in. She's got COVID.
Oh, she's got COVID and she has to keep coming in different aliases because we keep banning her.
So she feels rough as... but she's got Lickle Elsie and Daniel the Gerbil looking after her. And we're here for about an hour, love, to cheer you up. So I hope you get back to well soon, love. Lovely Morven says, love you. We love you too, Morven, my dear. Oh, there she is.
Alex Clark, Yakida.
Seriously.
AKA Mr. Bog.
Mr. Bog. Yeah.
Who else we got? Jonathan Morgan is in.
She loves the backdrop.
Oh, yeah, the backdrop with Sassy tonight. Who else we got? Here we go.
And Andrew Storr. Hello, Andrew. Popped in. Joe Jarvis says hi to everybody.
Here she is.
She's in the house.
She's got COVID.
Oh, not you as well, love.
Oh, that blooming Auntie Rona's visiting everyone, isn't she?
That's two on this side with it.
And Timmy's had it. This is her second time.
I know it. I think. Nikki, have you had it before?
Do you know what though? I'm not surprised. Little Ms. Alexis Carrington Ward has been sashaying around the country.
She gets about a bit, doesn't
She's been at events and weddings. I saw her nose to nipple with Nick Ferrari just recently. I think it was Nick Ferrari and Petra Hoskins. Is that her name? Anyway, some showbiz party. He was there. Of course he's come back with COVID.
He's Irish dancing 1 minute and fingering Henry Moore the next. Lovely Darren Riley says hi, guys. And
I think that's everyone over there. Emma Kilby!
Oh, my dears.
The delicious Emma Kilby.
She's not popped in for a bit, has she?
Emma Kilby's a work colleague of mine, but a dear chum.
She's out and about as well, isn't she?
Yeah, Emma Kilby. All you need to know is that Emma Kilby used to perform with her Patterdale Terrier, who was called Ronnie Barker, and he used to sneeze on cue. Sadly, Ronnie is no longer with us, but she now has the delightful Dottie. But I don't know if Dottie's yet ready for her
trained for the stage
close-up.
And anybody else? We
got everyone over here.
Oh, Jason Brett. Hello, my dear. Just popped in through the back.
And I don't know what's been going on in the YouTube room, but it's all Claude LaCrua says over here, Yorkshire bus guy is here with Mother. Mother's having a brew. She's having trouble with
I
her
don't
knee.
blame your mother.
She can't get to the bar, so Sherry's having to take it over for her. Paul Esselmont, hi. Gareth in Porto, hi. Hello, everyone. Cilla Black has just said, what an act with the delicious Ronnie. Lovely Ronnie Barker. So welcome, everyone.
I hope you've had a lovely couple of weeks. The sun's been shining, hasn't it? It's been quite nice, hasn't it?
I don't know, I've been packed up in this attic with my blackout blinds.
You've been in Cheltenham last week. Having fun, weren't you?
Yeah, I went to Cheltenham to work for a company that make like baths and taps and showers and shower trays called Mira, Cola Mira. Most probably, if any of you look at your shower or your like sink, the name might be on there. It's one of those names that you see all the time but don't realise until you check and look. But yeah, I was working for Cola Mira for a group called the Future Leaders. So it's young leaders, people leaders, sorry. So people who are in charge of other people. And it was kind of a forum, getting them all together. First time they've all been together as a group. They were formed before COVID, but this is the first time they were all together. And yeah, they met me. And they were all commenting to each other because they'd never met each other, going, oh my goodness, you're a different height than I thought you were. I thought you'd be taller, or I thought you'd be smaller. Not me. They all thought I'd be short. They were all right. I said, what about me? Did you think I'd be taller? They said, no. We knew you'd be little.
Was it like one of those apocalyptic films where everybody just comes out of a building and go, oh, it's a person.
It was, yeah, it was. They were all like stumbling out of the rubble to see each other.
Let me touch your face.
It was good fun though. It was really good fun. They all like remembered this. They all said, "Oh, the twinkly backdrop. Where we miss your twinkly backdrop." It was lovely though. It was really good, and I did a really good job. So I was chuffed with myself. But it was a right schlep down to Cheltenham, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. How many trains did you get? 3?
No, just two. One to York, and then cross country all the way across York. It was just a long journey, and it was weird being on trains again, especially a really busy train. What with all the Panny D and Covey D.
Well, it's on the rise, isn't it?
Dave says his toilet and sinks are cola. They will be. Dave, you'll laugh at this. I worked in a tap factory. You'll call it a faucet. But I worked in a tap factory in Arkansas. Yeah. In a place in Arkansas. So
It was full of drips.
yeah. What I don't know about faucets. Mark also says twinkly backdrop a euphemism. No, it's my stage name.
And then when you left the factory, you had that sinking feeling.
If only I'd had him with me
Oh,
to write
what
my
a shower
little
they were!
write my little script.
Oh, what a shower shite they were!
Hey, no, it's weird being in Arkansas. They don't use them, but they keep them up for kind of history and prosperity, and not prosperity, but as a reminder, they have coloured restroom. So a restroom for coloured, a restroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like a waiting, like a green room, not a green room. What do they call them? Like a dining hall, but for coloured dining hall and stuff. Yeah, really strange but fascinating place. Have you been to Arkansas, Dave? I don't know. Hello from Boston, says Nina Dog. Hello, Nina Dog from Boston.
Hello, Nina Dog.
We love the Boston accent, don't we?
Yeah, that's apartment, isn't it?
Apartment, Ray Donovan.
Ray Donovan.
Car. I drive my car to the apartment.
I ran a cat apartment.
We're sorry for insulting your country and your world.
You can insult our accent anytime.
Cilla Black says Jamie's very big in shower fittings. I am.
He is,
I am. El Dorado.
Oh, I know. 30 years.
30 years.
30 blimmin' years. I remember when it came on the telly for the first time.
So I would have been doing my A-levels.
I was as well.
Were you? Oh, yeah, you were. You were refitting.
Excuse me. Don't give me shade.
I would be doing my A-levels 92. And I remember it being on. I remember kind of liking it, but going to university and then think I can't admit to liking it, so I can't get back to my room on. Was it on 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday?
Yeah, I think
7,
yeah.
I think. And I thought, I can't get back to my room and watch that because everyone thought it was rubbish, didn't they? But I secretly liked it. We then did our El Dorado tribute video. 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Back back in the pandemic, back in the lockdowns, and we heard some like comments. We shared it, and it got shared to lots of El Dorado sites, and we heard back from lots of people who were in El Dorado about how much they'd enjoyed it and liked our take on it. And we had a lovely email, quite a long, fun email from a guy who played the love interest, the young, sort of handsome love interest. I think he was called Javier, and sort of dishy Spanish guy. And he wrote and said, "I'm the most invisible of invisible because you ignored me. You didn't even include me. I didn't make even a spoof."
And the thing is, we were going to include him, but he was so good looking.
We thought,
well, we can't pull that off. And we should have just done it, shouldn't we?
We should have popped him in it, but we kind of wanted to do this joke. You'll have watched it if you watched the video, of that there are all these English characters with like names, and then we wanted this joke to be that we just bunged in like the Spanish ones,
the Swedish
French
ones, the Danish ones,
because that was kind of what it felt like. It felt like these nationalities had been shoehorned into EastEnders.
And we were swapping messages with them for quite a while, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. And we heard
lovely chap.
We heard from Pilar, and we heard from the French one. I can't remember her name.
And we heard from somebody that knows the actress who played Trish,
Polly Perkins,
and he said that he showed it to her, and she nearly fell off a bar stool, laughing.
Yeah. So lots of fun. We don't know if Marcus saw it. But Marcus went on to do other things, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I think, was it Mark? It might have been Mark or Alex. Someone reminded me today that Marcus plays Emily Lloyd's Clippy. It was Pete Potofsky, I think. Emily Lloyd's Clippy boyfriend in Wish You Were Here. And not Stinky Fingers. What did she call him? The other one? Stinky Finger Parrot Face. The older one that gets her pregnant, not him. The sort of young, good-looking
And
one.
the lady with the sort of bobbed hair, she sort of died recently, didn't she? I can't remember what her character name was. She had the family with the...
Gwen Lockhead, yeah
she
Patricia Blake.
I think she died a couple of weeks ago, didn't she?
Yeah, she did, and she'd been in all sorts of stuff. She was kind of a stalwart of British TV.
She sort of would pop in Midsummer Murders, wouldn't she? That sort of thing.
It was like the equivalent of casting Wendy Richard in EastEnders to have this kind of familiar face that was going to be like the linchpin of it. And I remember in 1994, I think, I was doing a play at the West Yorkshire Playhouse, and we were in the main house, and the West Yorkshire Playhouse has a smaller house, like a studio space, and in that was Leslie Unwin, who played Joy. You know, Joy from Joy's Bar. And we were a little bit obsessed with trying to meet her, and we kept trying to meet Leslie Unwin. You know, she had a really sort of plummy theatrical voice like this.
Paul McFarlane says El Dorado was the name of a wine in Scotland.
Oh, was it really? Is it still a wine? We'd love a bottle of El Dorado.
I love it. It comes in a box. Wouldn't you? Can I have a box of El Dorado, please?
David Moore says
Rosé.
El Dorado never reached the same dizzying heights as Albion Market.
No.
If any of you came to our Halloween quiz last year, you'll remember we had a round all about El Dorado. All about Albion Market and the characters from it.
But I think they should perhaps pop it back on TV for old. I think they're repeating EastEnders and
it might be on like
Corrie.
It might be on BritBox or something.
I would imagine it would. People would watch it.
Do you think we should do I know we want to do a Prison Cell Block 8 podcast, but should we do a podcast where we watch every episode of El Dorado?
It wouldn't take long.
And we discuss it because it's 157 episodes, so it wouldn't be too much.
It wouldn't take long, would it?
Well, it would take 157 weeks, 3 years, if we did one a week.
Oh yeah.
But it'd be quite funny to talk about the characters and stuff. Maybe we could get some of them on and interview them. Anyway, dreams.
It's an idea, isn't it?
It's an idea. Here we go. Gabrielle Chassis's given us a phrase in Bostonian. Go on, try and
park the car in Harvard Yard.
Park the car in Harvard Yard. Park the car in Harvard Yard. Mark Hall would love an El Dorado podcast. We'd get you and Alex on it, Mark. You'd be our Welsh correspondent. Jason Rigby said they did a live screening tonight on the Facebook group, but it crashed.
Somebody actually wrote to us and said, would we do a quiz on it, didn't they? But we didn't get back to them.
On El Dorado?
Yeah.
Oh, did we not? We are naughty.
We got a message way
I think Gabriel's...
after they sent it.
Gabby's laughing at our attempts at the Bostonian accent. My southern accent, what do I say? Instead of saying my pet pit bull, so that would be the word I'm going to say, my pet pit bull, I flip the vowels round and take off the L's. So instead of my pet pit bull, it becomes my pet bull. My pet bull. Football.
We were doing accents last night while watching The Handmaid's Tale, and we were doing
honestly,
Aunt Lydia.
My Aunt Lydia is second to none. Shall I do my Aunt Lydia now? I've got to get into the mindset of Aunt Lydia. Oh, you girls are so naughty. I'm going to have to discipline you. Our handmaids walk hand in hand.
It's like the Muppets do Aunt Lydia. Hello, welcome to Sesame Street.
Alan can do it way better. Do Aunt Lydia?
Blessed be the fruit girl. You will do what I say.
He sometimes appears doing that to me when I'm trying to do something else.
Oh, I ring him up because we got the internet phones and go, Aunt Lydia here. What would you like for lunch? Blessed be the fruit.
Under his eye. What's Peggy squeakling about?
She wants tickling.
Delisa said your southern accent is almost there, but not quite. Every southern state is a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, when you leave drama school, you go, I can do all the accents, and you write it all on the Spotlight. And then you go to an audition, they go,
you get rumbled.
Can we hear your Tennessee accent? And you go like, what?
Karen Avey says she's a Canadian actor. She's fantastic. She is amazing. She's great, isn't she? I can't remember her name now. Anne Dowd. Oh, sorry, thanks. She was in a film called... What was the film called?
Oh.
Permission.
Midsommar.
No, she's in Midsommar, which is a great film. The one about the fast food restaurant.
I can't remember what it's called now.
Someone do a little bit of a Google. Anne Dowd fast food restaurant film. I'd love to know the name of it to remind, because it's a gripping film, and
it's based like Permission or something.
It's based on a real story. Let's have a look. Anything we should be talking about? I can't see anymore. Paul McFarlane, could you ever do a soap opera quiz night special? Yeah, we could do.
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, we could do, definitely. Of course we could do. Like rounds on each different soap.
Yeah. A question of soaps.
Yeah, we could. We could indeed. So, we're going to do a top 5. Our top 5 is coming up. But first of all, I'm going to play a little commercial break. So some classic commercials from the 80s, and we'll be right back.
To live, sharing horizons that are new to us, watching the signs along the way, talking it over, just the two of us, working together day to day.
Life is a series of beginnings we plan for. That's why more and more of us are saying we're with the Woolwich.
It's the dynamic, gorgeous 3 Degrees with Gold, their new album. Gold, their greatest hits and more. Gold, the exciting new album from the 3 Degrees. Out now.
With special offer 464-6575. Phone now.
It's the 1920s. In the heart of Buckinghamshire, a father looses his hounds to hunt down his young daughters. But it was all in fun, a Mitford family game. In this week's TV Times, Diana Mitford tells the inside story of love in a cold climate, a major new drama series on ITV. Also this week, Michael Crawford shows off his new home, and there's a chance to win a new family car. Get on the trail of some great programs in this week's TV Times.
Programs for Wednesday night on Thames. At 7, This Is Your Life. Eamon Andrews is the man with the happy surprise, while 7:30 brings a surprise party in Coronation Street.
Oh, go on then.
Got old better your blood's worth bottling. Hey, right, lads, come on, cheer up. We're having a party and you're all invited.
Since you went away.
At 8, Starburst. Elkie Brooks tops the bill in a variety special that includes Lenny Bennett, The Hollies and Paul Melba.
Will there be a day when the sun will shine?
And at 9 o'clock, the final episode of Flickers. Maud gets married, Arnie takes up boxing with the best man.
Give you a little tip. Get your head screwed on, and you will find that work is more fun than life.
After the news, a classic thriller at 10:35. Charade stars Audrey Hepburn and Cary Grant.
Where's the money?
I don't know. They killed Charles to get it, but he must not have had it with him on the train.
So they think he left it with you?
But he didn't. I've looked everywhere, and if I don't find it, they're going to kill me.
Charade at 10:35 completes an entertaining Wednesday here on Thames.
Oh, teasing them with a bit of Crossroads then.
Dave is jumping off to a work call. Thank you for joining us, Dave.
Bye, Dave. See you soon.
It's lovely to have you back. Pop back if the work call gets boring. Put them on. Put it on mute and join us. David Moore has come back. The film is called Compliance.
Compliance.
So Compliance. It's really worth a watch. It's a really gripping film. Yeah, Flickers. Who remembers
What the
Flickers?
hell was Flickers? I don't want to see around.
Nikki says Flickers is 18 rated, and someone else said they misread the word Flickers at first. I did when I first saw it.
And I want to see around Michael Crawford's house.
I want to see around Michael Crawford's house. Wasn't telly good back then? Anyway, time for our
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, we were reminded by Facebook this week that these live shows that we do, we've been doing them for a year, haven't we?
Yeah, it was our year anniversary of doing live shows. We had no idea how it would go, if it would work, if people would show up. So yeah, a year we've been doing this.
So what we thought we would do is we would look at our first year when we were mainly doing photographs. We weren't doing many videos, were we?
No. So our first year of Isolation Creations,
which is over 2 years ago.
So 2020.
And we thought we'd look at some of our creations and choose our top 5.
Yeah, top 5 pictures that we created. So shall I go first?
Yeah.
I've just got to sort this out. I've not set this up. It's all set up for work. So let me just make sure I'm in the right thing.
My secret hut. Oh,
That's my number 5.
What's that little code below our physics?
That?
Yeah.
That is, if you hold your mobile phone up to that on the camera, turn it to camera, hold it up to the little code down here, it will take you directly to our tip page, our donation page.
Oh.
So that will take you directly to our coffee page where you can donate money if you enjoy what we do.
Oh, you've even got one of them now, have you?
Yes. This is my number 5 favourites. The Little Mermaid, which we created...
Oh, on a cold November
on a
day.
Cold day, yeah. November kind of 2020. So we were back in lockdown. And look how amazing Alan looks. That's not camera trickery. He painted himself.
No, I painted myself with body paint.
Yeah. To become Ursula, and then made these tentacles, as you can see,
out of bin bags and poppy stuff. What's it called?
Bubble wrap. And then my tail fin is made from cardboard. I'm in an old curtain. I'm in a little cheeky bra.
Bra top there.
I think I've got a little flower in my hair. I just thought Alan looks amazing in that picture. I loved the kind of effort he went to. We did loads of photos, but I'll let you into a secret. So you know this anyway, because I've spoken about on Alan's birthday how my plate, my false teeth broke. on that day, I forgot to put in my false teeth. So I've still got teeth, but I had gaps in the and suddenly all the photos of Ariel like singing and smiling just couldn't be used because I'm like insecure about being seen without them. So so that's kind of the story behind that. And it was freezing that day, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we weren't talking or anything like that, so I didn't know he hadn't got his teeth in. We were sort of just like posing and taking pictures and, you know, posing and everything. And we also, I think on the same day, we took some pictures for the wheelie bins because the Australians were still doing the wheelie bin thing, weren't they?
Yeah, if you got a photograph with taking your wheelie bin out, you get put on like a wheelie bin site.
And we used to sort of send pictures over to Australia, didn't we, for that?
Yeah.
And they loved it. But did we do it where your tail was coming out of the bin? Like I put you in the bin?
I think so, yeah, we did. I should find those two. I'll find the tail come out of the bin. But I love that photo. I just love the effort Alan went to. And I've always thought Alan would make a wonderful Ursula because he looks a bit like Divine. And Ursula, the character in The Little Mermaid, is based on Divine. The sort of look. Yeah. Timmy has said, where do we donate for us to stop doing this? Same link. If you donate enough, donate enough and we'll go. Good. So that was my number 5. Alan's number 5. Let's have a look.
Oh, it's one of our black and whites. I just think this picture looks amazing. We had a lot of people say to us, oh, it took a while for them to realise we were dressed up as the Marx Brothers. I think a lot of people thought it was actually them.
Yeah, they did. 'Cause it's based on an actual Marx Brothers picture as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And it was just like, again, we had just stuff around the house. Like I didn't have a horn for Harpo to honk. And that was like a measuring cup covered in foil. And your big moustache is a piece of black card, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You'd sorted a wig out and combed it down like Marx Brothers hair.
And then have I got gaffer tape on my eyebrows?
I think you have, yeah.
I think I've got gaffer tape eyebrows. Oh no, painted. We painted them on. And that's a marker pen, I think, covered in cardboard.
Yeah. And then we didn't have a top hat, so I'd made one out of card and gaffer tape. And for Chico, I think I just had some sort of weird hat on, didn't I? And it helped turn it into black and white, really, because it sort of helped with all the sort of contrast and the lighting and everything. But I was really proud of that one, and that sort of became one of our calendar's pictures, didn't it?
I think so, yeah. We've done a few kind of black and white ones of kind of classic stuff that we like.
Yeah. I was also quite pleased with our Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, the Laurel and Hardy's great if you've not seen that one. And we did Lucy Ball, didn't we? Lucille Ball.
Yeah, in the Sweet Factory.
So that's
I was proud of that one.
Alan's number 5. Let's have a look at my number 4. My number 4 is this. Now, this featured on our calendar as well. We wanted to do a top tips page. Top tips from, like a women's book from Chat or Take a Break. So we created our own, and I think it looks brilliant. I loved it, and I love some of the top tips on there. So there's one.
Every one of those is a real tip, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We weren't just making them up out of the blue.
That one, it says if fill a bean bag fill a glove with beans,
with rice or something,
and put it on your baby's back to make it feel precious. Anyway, we love women's magazines, don't we? We'll make sure we do that. Yeah. Neil says he's never seen our Lucy. So we did Lucy at the Sweet Factory.
When she's trying to cram loads of sweets in.
Yeah.
Conveyor belt.
Alan, you love Lucy Ball as well.
Yeah, she's another funny lady.
Just checking.
And the lady with the in the top corner, that is a true top tip. A lady who couldn't find a hat to go to a wedding with, and she put a scrunchie on a headband. And that's true.
A lot of them were true. We got them from all sorts of places, but some of them were from like Mumsnet, so they were kind of tips that we thought, God, that's.
But
the
bottom one about rubbing a potato on your shoe to stop it from slipping, I'm not sure about that, but unless it put starch on it or something.
Melanie Fairley says Maggie Boggs there, early Maggie Bog.
Oh yeah,
she's called Babs. Look.
What was her tip? There was just to sort of
sign all your checks before you go out, so you don't have to bother doing it when you go in the shop. Pre-sign your checks.
Tip is pretty shit.
Paul says, have we never thought of an isolation creation newsletter? You never know. Might be. Good. That's Alan's number 4. Oh, that's my number 4, sorry. Let's go to Alan's number 4. So Alan's number 4 is...
Now, this was done quite quickly. And this was when we were doing a photo per day. And I think it was a Thursday, and it was Jamie had been working really hard all day, and we didn't want to sort of disappoint people by not putting a photo up. So I thought, well, shall we do the Edward and Tubbs? And it took us about sort of 10 minutes to get ready. It took us about another 10 or 20 minutes to take the photos, because we take about sort of 20. And it was one of our quickest ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're in the back ginnel. We've got a roll of sellotape with us because we kept having to re-sellotape our noses up because it kept coming off. You can see in my hand, you can see the click in a lot of these early photos. You can see my hand is like hiding a remote control.
Yeah.
So the clicker. But yeah, it's great, isn't it? I love the composition of it as well, with the walls either side.
And we got loads of followers after that.
Yeah, that we shared with a few groups on Facebook. And our followers' numbers picked up. One of my fave shows, says Pip. Jamie, could you do Edward's twin? You could be Edward's twin. Could be. It's been said before that I've been mistaken for Reese Shearsmith back in the early days. Especially Ollie Plimsoll, who runs Legs Akimbo Theatre Company. Yeah. Yorkshire Bus Guy says, please, can we have some more Maggie Bogg? Love that character. Linda LaHue says, this is a local shop, nothing for you here. Will says, this is so realistic. It is.
We didn't kill him.
So, talking about can you have some more Maggie Bogg? You can have some more Maggie Bogg. We have an announcement to make. So, in fact, we're not going to make the announcement. Let's hand over to some of your favourite friends. Oh, hiya!
Hi, dolls!
We're on us holidays.
Oh, yeah. Went to a lovely cocktail bar. I had sex on the beach. But unfortunately, I didn't have time for a drink.
Anyway, we wondered if you want a postcard from us too.
We're not going to tell you where in the world we are. You won't find out until you get it.
All the details are below.
And you can also get a postcard from Divinity. Live, laugh, love, Nana stays. And leave a Maggie Bogg.
Thanks, driver. Crack on.
You'll be hearing from us soon. Thank you very much.
So, if you would like a postcard from Sherry and Brandy, or from Divinity, or from Maggie Bogg, you can get one. The link is there in both groups. So we will pick a postcard from random. We've got a box
We've
of
bought about
vintage postcards.
I don't know how many we bought. 500 or something?
Cheesy, old-fashioned postcards. So we'll pick one at random.
So they're all retro vintage style.
And then we will hand write you a postcard.
From from that location.
Yeah, so it is £3.99 for a postcard. If you're in a foreign land, it's £4.99. But for that, you get a handwritten postcard from one of your favourite characters sent to your house. No one's postcards will be the same. It'll be full of most probably filthy jokes.
Yeah,
and
it's not just wish you were here, love Divinity.
No, we'll put,
it's literally
put effort into it.
They're in that location. You know, they've tried their local food, whatever. Sherry and Brandy's had some cocktails, that sort of thing. So it's there's a fair bit on it.
So if you bought a calendar from us, you'll know kind of the website and the way of doing it. But it's a PayPal link. There's a drop down, so you just click the little drop down and you choose. Do you want a postcard from Sherry and Brandy, Maggie Bogg, Divinity? You choose who you want it from. You choose also if you're UK or airmail, and then click a link, pay it, and you'll get a postcard from us.
And if there's any characters you've liked that we've done, and they're not on that list,
get in touch with us.
Get in touch
we'll
with
sort
us,
it
and we're
out.
happy to do it from them as well.
So let's play you that advert again.
Oh, hiya!
Hi, dolls!
We're on us holidays.
Oh, yeah. Went to a lovely cocktail bar. I had sex on the beach. But unfortunately, I didn't have time for a drink.
Anyway, we wondered if you want a postcard from us too.
We're not going to tell you where in the world we are. You won't find out until you get it.
All the details are below.
And you can also get a postcard from Divinity. Live, laugh, love, Nana stays. And leave a Maggie Bog.
Thanks, driver. Crack on.
You'll be hearing from us soon. Thank you very much.
Where's Clive and Gifford's postcard? If you want one from them, you can.
Get in touch with us, my lovelies, and you never know. If you guys buy one, you never know what you'll get in return. But yeah, we just thought it's a way of, us giving back to you, who is kind of, if you donate to us, we just thought let's send something out in return, and we just thought a handwritten postcard would be
each
fun.
one is absolutely a one-off. We're not repeating things or.
Yeah, no one handwrites postcards anymore, so it would be fun just to receive one through the post.
We actually were inspired last year to do it, but we're just too late.
We didn't.
And we got a lovely card from Gabrielle Chassé from Maine a couple of weeks ago, and we thought,
spurred us into it.
It reminded us that we should do our, because we bought the postcards last year, didn't we?
Martin Garton Spence says he dreads to think the what happens on holiday stays on holiday tales he's going to get from Sherry and Brandy.
Well, Sherry sometimes draws pictures.
She does. I've got a calendar up here that Sherry graffiti's defaced. But we didn't dare send it out to people because it was too naughty.
The postcard must probably be sent in an envelope.
Yes.
Because they get there better. I've read a top tip, a proper top tip. It said, always send your postcards in envelopes. They always arrive.
Gets there faster because it goes through machines and gets read easier.
Whereas
and stuff.
postcards tend to get lost or read or torn. And also, there's extra space for us to write to you.
So Yorkshire Bosco, if you want to hear from Maggie Bogg, you can imagine what Maggie Bogg's postcards are going to be like. Quite a detailed schedule of buses, I think.
Well, public transport.
Get in touch, my lovelies. So that's our little scheme, our little thought of something we were up to. Let's get back to our top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So here we are, Jamie's number 3. This is, of course, Abigail's Party. This is the first photo we did in Lockdown 2. So for those of you who were with us back in Lockdown 2, what you might have not realised, but now you might, is Lockdown 2, we started with letter A, then we did B, then we did C, then we did D. So we went through the alphabet.
Not many sure people cottoned on, did they?
No, they didn't. Luckily, we didn't get to X, but you would have had Xanadu. But yeah, so we started with Abigail's Party. And I think we did a cracking job with this. Let me zoom in on a few little choice bits.
The little pineapple and cheese.
Little cheesy pineapple. We've got gin and tonics, large gin and tonics, because of course that's what they're having all night. Sue has got a Demis Roussos album that she's not enjoying very much. Ange's outfit, for any of you who know it, look at that little necklace she has on. Ange has this little funny necklace on that sort of flips when she talks. So I've got that on. And all I'm wearing is 2 shirts, 2 of my work shirts, kind of fashioned into like a sort of skirt and top. You can see that's a shirt because it's not really on properly. And then Alan made Beverly's ensemble.
From a what they call it?
Sarong.
An orange sarong. So I didn't have a coral coloured dress.
And then we got Tony and we got Lawrence on the phone there to Wibbly Web. Abigail's Party is one of my favourite plays, films, TV shows. So I was desperate to do it, and we just didn't know if we'd be able to do it justice. And I'm so glad we did, because I love it.
I remember we got a bit of hate for that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
From a homophobic person.
Yeah, we often get hate. We got some hate for the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Did we?
Yeah, I deleted it. Anyway, well, there's always going to be some negative Nellies out there, but we
As I
ignore
used to
them.
say to Jamie, you know, it's lockdown. We're not sitting on our arse doing nothing, slagging people off the internet. We're doing stuff like this.
We're doing stuff. We're creating.
So who's having the better time?
Coral Death says she's worried about the postman reading it. So I think we said
No, everything's in an envelope.
It'll
Honestly,
come in an envelope.
We're not going to have anything on view.
Nikki is asking, did we do Nuts in May? We did do Nuts in May, Nikki. If I remember, I'll try and share it later. But we did do Nuts in May. And we did lots of little details in that, including Prudence, the hot water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it, Abigail's Party. So I was chuffed we did that. So that's my number 3. Alan's number 3 is...
Now, this was on the cards for a while. And on the day we actually did it, we both went off and got ready. So,
individually,
yeah,
so we didn't see each other.
So I've got a little office, James got an office. So he went off to his office and got a picture of Dave. And I went to my office, got a picture of Si, and put all our little outfits on. And we sort of met each other in the
Well, I came out and I was setting all this up, all of our weird northern foods.
And we came out in the garden and just saw each other and went, oh my God.
I couldn't believe how much Alan looked like his Harry
And I
Biker.
couldn't believe how much you look like Dave.
Honestly, look, Alan, I mean, I don't think I look like Dave, but Alan just is the spit of sight. And I've never seen it before, but he just kind of embodied that guy. And you're stood on a breeze block, aren't you, there?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're taller than me.
And when I was looking him up, I you know, sometimes you don't see things, like we don't sometimes see your beard. I sort of didn't see that Si wears a lot of cravats and little scarves, which I've never noticed before, but he wears a lot of them. And I thought, oh, that'll add to the look.
Oh, honestly, you just looked so like him. They were in Scarborough that day.
Yeah.
So we did it sort of to tie in with that. And a friend of ours, a follower of ours, presents the breakfast show, Georgie Spanswick, on BBC York, Radio York. And she knows the Harry Bikers, and she shared this with them, and she said they were in hoots about it and loved it.
So yeah, I was really proud of that one.
Yeah,
Still am.
Alan had a beard until we started doing this lockdown project. Alan had a beard, not grey. His beard was dark. But yeah,
That's just painted on that.
You do look sexy with a beard. Big bear, big bear of a man. He looks sexy without a beard. Let's have a look. Oh, look! You know, we shared I shared a pride thing last week about us being a couple and about how love is love, and we've been together so many years, and pride is pride, and everyone should be able to get on with each other and all that. We're able to look at analytics, and that post lost us loads of followers, and lots of people hid it from their timeline.
Shame on you.
So,
shame.
Can you imagine? I know it's none of you guys, but yeah, isn't that odd? Anyway.
Well, good riddance.
Yeah, good riddance to them. Where were we? Were we up to my number 2?
Yeah.
My number 2 is...
Oh, that was the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, Monkey.
You've even got a little cloud.
I have. I'm stood on a little cloud. Monkey is on his cloud. Alan, bless his heart, did wonders for this. You've never really watched Monkey, have you?
No, it was on a weird time when I was doing chores or something, or perhaps it was a channel we didn't wish to watch. It was BBC Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The arty channel.
Yeah.
But I said to Alan, I really want to do Monkey, and said, can you look it up? Can you see what you can do? And Alan made all of this stuff. I mean, look, he made Sandy's little necklace and Sandy's weapon. He made Monkey's little headpiece. And I've got sideburns for Monkey there. You can't really see them. I've got dust around my neck. A little cloud. He made Pigsy's little ears. Pigsy's little weapon of choice.
He's got a pom-pom hat thing.
You made Trippy Tarkar's little hat there.
Yeah.
And just look at little Trippy Tarkar's feet.
But look at your little shoes. Your little
Oh yes, Sandy's little cross garters.
Yeah. With a bit of electrical tape.
But I wanted to go to Peashome Park, which is our local park, and it has a Japanese garden, and I wanted to film this or take the photo in there. But because of COVID, it was locked up and wasn't open.
I mean, it would have been tricky because obviously it would have had to get changed.
Yeah, but we could have changed it for that there.
I wouldn't have to be bare-arsed in Peasland Park, would you?
You wouldn't have had to be bare-arsed. But I just thought, I think it's a great photo. And neighbour that side in your photo,
yeah,
he was bringing his bins in that day. And of course, we were on our little platform.
Yeah, so I'm...
Titicaca,
whatever her name is. And at Monkey.
And I'm Monkey. And he just walked in.
We just waved him.
And went, hi, waved at us, and we sort of just waved back.
Hi.
Hi.
And what we're standing on is a sun lounger that I made from a pallet.
Yeah. Look at that. Alan made this from a pallet that we got from, that we found over the road. And it folds open into like a, like a headrest, like a little steamer pallet. Anyway.
So it became a little stage, didn't it?
So that is my number 2, is our tribute to Monkey Magic, which I loved as a TV show. We should do the opening sequence, but I don't know if it's kind of culturally inappropriate. I'm not sure. Alan's number 2.
So this I was really proud of, because I thought it was just a great... It was one of our sort of first proper face painting jobs, wasn't it?
Shall I zoom in on him?
Yeah. So, and again, we were just using stuff we had around the house. So I didn't have any, so his little sort of hair was some hair nets.
A little tuft of cotton wool.
Was from a dog toy that Peggy had destroyed. So I got that little bit of stuffing. We found an old stick as his wand in the garden.
Then I'm in...
You're in your little sort of, your rig outfit.
Yeah, I'm in my safety gear that I'd wear on the oil rigs.
We've got a little cycle helmet.
With my cycle helmet.
We've got...
and lots of gaffer tape round it.
We've got the thing that we clean the lint thing in the washing machine with.
That's there. Into my little safety kit.
Lots of gaffer tape.
Yeah. And you're in a little
thing that
robe.
I wore for Heart to Heart, little monk robe. And a bed sheet.
And that's the very back of our garden. We sometimes do things down there. It's a little sort of murky manky patch in the garden. You can see in that photo how much that tree's blown over, can't you?
Yeah. What a nana. Yeah,
the tree's like that now. It's blown over almost.
So this again was the day when our other neighbour saw us dressed up, and you were chatting to him dressed as that, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I just walked by and went, all right.
Dressed as Yoda with little ears on like an Alice band. Hello. We are planning to do a video like you have been watching of Star Wars with them kind of waving to the camera in a cheesy fashion. But we just need to work out how we're going to do things like Darth Vader, that sort of thing. So we are at my number 1. My number 1, why did I choose this? I chose this because it's possibly like my favourite outfit that I've worn. We watched the film the night before so we could get it just right. And as a little gay boy growing up, this is someone that I always wanted to be, but never thought I would be.
Bye, Andrew. Thank you for popping by.
Catwoman and Penguin from Batman Returns. So yeah, we did this. I just think it's amazing. It's again during the lockdown, so we didn't have much. The shops were shut. We didn't have Amazon Prime at that time, so we couldn't just get things delivered to us. We just had to make do and mend with what we had. And I am in my running outfit when I used to run. I don't do it anymore. I should do it again. So I'm in my running outfit with lots of tape, gaffer tape, to kind of create the stitches. This is, I think that's just a cap on backwards.
I think it's a t-shirt, isn't it?
On my head.
Yeah.
It might be a t-shirt. Then Alan made the little mask. We wanted it all to look like Stitch, like she'd made it. Little kitty ears. And then Alan did, again, brilliant kind of face paint and job to make him look like the Penguin.
We've got the top hat that we use for the child catcher and Harpo marks.
But yeah, it's brilliant. Alan's in like a big fur dress. I think it's like just a dressing gown, not a fur coat.
Yeah. And then I think you taped my fingers, didn't you? So I
I taped his fingers up into little little penguin flippers. And we've got a little cat toy, one of Peggy's toys, that I was kind of playing with. Anyway, I loved it. I went around the garden like it. I nearly went to Aldi like it. I was in it for quite some time, that outfit.
Again, people loved it. We got some more followers with that. And it gave us another photo for the calendar that year, didn't it?
Yeah, I did some little whip action. We got us some hate as well.
Oh, everything gets us hate.
That got us quite a lot of hate, actually, with the Australians. Don't know why the Australian, because we did the taking the bin out photo with it, and a lot of people got annoyed that a man with a beard would dare to wear makeup.
It's never been done before, has it? Apparently.
What an utter. Anyway, that is my number one. I loved that one. There's obviously, hundreds of photos we love, but I just have a special memory of that because we watched it, the film, the night before, and then decided to do it, and then created this out of pretty much nothing. Just that morning we created it.
What's funny is all these photos we took is that all our sort of recent followers haven't seen them because they haven't really gone back in time, have they, to look at our Facebook group, or they just perhaps just follow us on YouTube and don't know about the Facebook catalogue of photos. So it's sort of nice to sometimes air them again, isn't it?
Yeah, it is nice.
Air and share them.
Like the Mastermind picture that we did ages ago. We shared that this week and it went crazy.
Loads of comments, didn't
it? So that is my number one. Alan's number one. Why did you choose this one? And then I'll bring it up.
This one was, again, it didn't really need much planning. I spent about an hour or so making it. And we pulled it off. A bit of face painting. And again, got some more followers. And it was the Doctor Who.
So she had only just either been cast or just started as Doctor Who.
Yeah. And I know I don't think she ever met
Davros.
Davros, did she? But,
No.
I wanted to be him because it was just so funny. I was just sat on a stool. I'd made a little cardboard front. I got some little aerosol lids and made a little row of buttons.
Your little buttons there.
And all his paraphernalia on top of his head is just like kitchen stuff, like a
whisk.
A whisk and a little sieve.
The makeup's great, and you're in a bin bag, aren't you? I think it was a sweltering day as well.
Hot day.
And I'm in my dressing gown, which I kind of threw out and tried to capture it in the air like that. Braces. I think that's one of my belts, not a brace.
So it must be me clicking then that day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's in this hand that's hidden. The clicker.
Looks like I'm fondling myself.
Yeah.
And I loved that. The sun was out. Lovely.
Filippo says he'd love to see us do all the Doctor regenerations. We are thinking of doing a Doctor Who special. I know we keep saying we're thinking of doing things. It's just some of the things we're thinking of are so kind of big that they need more time.
And we need to collect so much for that.
Yeah.
And we don't want to do anything half-arsed, so it has to be done properly.
Yeah.
That's the reason why Prison's taking so long, because we've got to make a steam press and, I know we don't have to.
But we want to do it right.
We want to do it properly, because it goes out there and it stays out there, so.
I think BG Bear is here. Hey, BG Bear.
Hello,
Thank you
BG
for joining
love.
us. Lucy says, Linda LaHughes. Sorry, I gave away your real name. Linda LaHughes says that she called her Nana Davros when Nana was in her mobility scooter days. Anyway, that is our top 5. We'd love to know what your favourites are that we've done. What would you like to see us do in the future? We have got a list. We've got an A3 piece of paper in the kitchen that is full of ideas. So we are, we're thinking ahead of what we're going to do. We did New Faces, has been on there for a while, so we really wanted to do New Faces. So that was quite fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then last weekend we realised we wanted to take another look at another training video.
Yeah, which has done really well.
And then Jamie sent down a copy of a video that we used as inspiration, which was an American diner.
Fast food restaurant.
And that was fun doing, and I think you all enjoyed it. It did pretty well.
Tracy says we should do another Neighbours special to mark the end of the show. We've done Neighbours, and we did
the wedding.
And we did kind of original Neighbours, which is our sort of era So I don't know what we would bring to another Neighbours video.
It would take a lot of research. We're going to have to start watching those because you sort of can't really ignore the recent Neighbours, can you?
No, I don't know.
We don't know too much about.
We could ignore it. We're thinking of doing especially for you, Kylie and Jason's video. So that might be, that could be timed with Neighbours finale because they're coming back into it, aren't they? I think they get the last line.
Do they?
I literally think, and I don't know if this is true, I think they're just going to arrive in a car and say, we're back, good to be home. And then it's going to go... I imagine.
Especially for you.
Do a top... Mark Paul McFarlane says, why not do a top of the pops, but we count down our favourite isolation creation vids as a video rather than as a... we could do like a little top of the pops chart, and then link to those videos to get more people watching it. But we want to thank all of you guys because you're loyal. You don't send us any hate. You hang out with us. You have a laugh with us.
You inspire us.
Yeah, you donate to us.
Slip that little thing in there.
But honestly, you do. You guys do mean a lot to us. We really appreciate the support and friendship that we've made doing these live shows with you. So we enjoy doing them.
Because the idea when we first started doing this 2 years ago was, we'll just do it for COVID, and then when COVID goes, we'll want to go back to our real lives. But we didn't know it was going to take off like this, did we? We didn't know it was going to become, popular. And people we had so many messages, people saying, "Don't stop when life goes back to normal, please." And we thought, well, we'll try and keep going.
And most of them have gone now, haven't they?
Yeah. We've had a lot of followers that just don't follow us anymore. So I don't know why that is, or they've got bored of us, or.
But we're happy with kind of this tribe that we've created. All the familiar names we see coming up. Honestly, it feels like a little gang we've got, and we do love it. What messages?
And we're getting new fans every day, and they send us lovely messages. And it's lovely hearing from them, and they, we can tell when they go through our back catalogue on YouTube because they start liking everything. It's lovely.
Nikki says we could do Mrs. Mangle's Revenge. We thought about doing like we did Amy Turtle, doing an origin story of Mrs. Mangle, kind of why she became who she was, but we did. We just think we've done that. We've done Neighbours. I don't know if we keep moving on and doing different things.
We get inspired by different things, don't we? So it's sort of there's so much out there to do.
Marge Made Pepsi says Alan was born to play B. Smith.
I'll be playing.
He was, and he will be playing B. All through the years. Long-haired B, short-haired B, amnesiac B.
Yeah, the Sublocage thing is planned. It's
B as the cleaner. What's her name?
Mm.
What's the name when B pretends to be a cleaner? Connors. Connors?
Let me just draw my newspaper. It's bloody B. Smith. It's Connors. Yeah, so it's we are planning. Is it 6 videos for that?
Yeah, we're planning to do every year, so a video for each year of Sublocage. Lucy Braithwaite has written a lovely message, and I've missed it, so I'm going to go back and find it. But Lucy says, before seeing our photos, they would never have had their face as their profile pic. So thank you. They would hide from the world.
Oh.
And then later on, they say, thanks for helping to build my confidence. Well, thank you, Lucy.
Good.
That's lovely to hear. Do you know what? Before we started sharing the pictures, because we did them for about a month before we shared them with the wide world, I was nervous, wasn't I? I was scared.
I was nervous.
We were really scared about putting it out there, that people would really judge us.
Yeah.
And
I was being like, people judge me for my weight, they're going to judge me for my looks, they're going to judge me for my homosexuality.
And that it'd affect my work. I was worried about like my professional image if people saw me with a sassy pair of hot pants and some false lashes. But actually, do you know what? What we've realised is life is dead short and you can only be you. So just be a brilliant version of you and enjoy every minute of it.
And somebody writes lovely messages and, some of them are very personal. And we're always very honest with you and say things like, don't feel like that because we don't feel like that. And, life's for living. And if we can help you in any way with advice or, bits of our wisdom We're always happy.
Yeah, Smock Bob says, how about a sons and daughters video? Pat the Rat and Beryl.
What?
Smock Bob, it's amazing. Like our sons and daughters video. And I'm only like blowing smoke up my own wazoo, but it's brilliant. You must go and find it.
We've got country practice, sons and daughters.
Alan plays Beryl. Alan plays Beryl's doppelganger, who was called Ruby, in case you remember. And I play 4 Pat the Rats. Because there were 4 Pat the Rats.
This is why we love you, because you come on, people pop on board, and they're so unaware of what we've already done. It's lovely.
Yeah.
And we like to show you.
Delisa Marchetti says, good night, boys. Wonderful time. Love the pictures. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. What a lovely message. Anywho, the rumours are rife in Facebook now that we're homosexuals.
Yes.
And there's a lot of shock amongst a lot of our friends.
We're not just friends.
The gentlemen who also cohabit.
We're not like Bert and Ernie.
I imagine Alex and Mark cohabit, as does Filippo Giacomo and Richard Bobbins Duffer. We're all gentlemen who cohabit. Anyway, we've had a lovely time with you all. We're gonna end now.
She's got another early
I've got an early morning of work. Home and Away is on the list. We're definitely doing Home and Away because I want to include Neville and Floss, who lived in a gypsy caravan.
Oh yeah. We've already allocated some of those parts.
We have allocated some of the parts.
And we need a sunny day as well.
Smock Bob says, Alan, you'd make a fabulous Barbara Hamilton. He does.
Look out on the video.
Find it. Honestly, it's a really good one, Smock Bob. We're dead proud of it.
She's in brown and has copper eyelids.
So if you go to YouTube, you just want to search for Isolation Creations, Sons and Daughters.
And look out for
it'll pop up.
Fiona Thompson.
Anyway, we always like to end with a song. Paul McFarlane has just written a lovely comment. We are the pride of Scarborough, and we are also his pride as well.
Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you.
Thank you. NP says they thought we were just housemates, and they are clutching their pearls as we speak.
Yeah, it is.
We often like to end with a bit of Scylla, but tonight is something different. This is something I found. I genuinely adored this, and I hope you all adore it too. And we're going to say goodbye and end with one of the most fabulous little 3 minutes of your life. Listen to the lyrics.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
It's incredible.
We won't be going anywhere next week, so we'll see you here.
See you next week.
Bye.